Somebody tell me about the rooster.
Yeah, this is
All right, the red hen. Who knew? So Scott, it was just like, why a red hen? Is there some like data connection back, or you just had a ceramic red hen and said, it's this, this is going to be the thing?
Captain Erickson made it into an award. I just told the story with my grandson on this video based on the classic children's story, The Little Red Hen who looks for help trying to make the bread. She goes to the cow and the dog and the pig, but I applied that as I changed up the story and made it a cautionary tale about the lack of data governance. But Captain Erickson took it to the beyond the next level by creating a tangible award with it. So this is clearly a team effort.
All right, thanks. Now, all right, well, I look forward to the YouTube video.
roll
So-
right in the red hand if Scott is still with us. Why not just keep this
Train moving.
train moving? There he is. Awesome. So let me do a little bit of intro, and then as tradition for a transfer of the red hen, we will show the video so that we can all kind of remember, what are we up against? It's just like what are we up against, and what's the elegant way forward in this organization for us to garner support within the domains, even when it just sometimes doesn't feel like it's there. So the Red Hen Award, in my opinion, is something that can be enduring as well. And it really represents someone within our office who is a extremely high-performing Coast Guardsman who embodies the core values of the Coast Guard and who is innovative in data analytics and artificial intelligence and moving the organization forward. About having a data governance expert come in and have a strategy for the organization to move forward. It's about MVPs in the office who are multi-rolled and can fit in and do anything at any time for this organization. So to me, that's what the Red Hen represents. We have 4 amazing recipients. The first recipient was Commander Kathy Gross. She is the real OG Red Hen. We have, Mr. Wee Win was the second one. He was just recognized by the Commandant. Chris Capule, the OG, obviously OG ODA guy, the number one signal number. He is the cloud person coming in later in the office, but then making a huge impact very quickly. Mr. Cameron Cox, the first data and artificial intelligence attorney that the Coast Guard has ever had. You can see that I'm super excited about the people who have been Red Hens. And today we get to pass that Red Hen along to someone new. But first, let's go ahead and watch the Red Hen video with Mr. Scott Taylor, and then I'm going to ask Scott to say a few words.
How are we doing today?
Yes.
Should we read some books?
Yes. Could you read me a book about data governance, Pop?
Of course I can. How about The Little Red Data Hen?
Yeah.
Once upon a time, in a legacy barnyard, there was a little red data hen. She knew all her data could help all the other animals do their job better, but they never paid enough attention. One day, the little red data hen called all the animals into the barnyard. Who wants to create a data-driven utopia of interoperability where our insights flow freely from workflow to edge across integrated ecosystems? Asked the little red data hen.
Got a lot of buzzwords.
I know. Who wants great data? Asked the little red data hen. I do. Mood, the sales cow. I need to cross-sell and upsell. I do. Ruff, barked the finance puppy. I need to maintain regulatory compliance. I do. Oinked the marketing pig. I need better targeting for our customer journey. But the little red data hen had a big problem. All our data is a mess, she said, and it's stuck in silos. And because she lived on a farm, those were real silos.
What are silos?
That's a place where people keep data separate from other data.
Why?
It's a problem everywhere.
So they don't get mixed up?
Yeah, so they don't get mixed up. I'm seeking stakeholder engagement, said the little red hen. Who will help me collect and catalog the data, she asked. Not I, mooed the sales cow. I need to focus on revenue. Not I, barked the finance puppy. I don't see the immediate ROI. Not I, oinked the marketing pig. My priority is brand equity. Oh, very well. I'll do it myself, said the little red data hen. And she collected and cataloged all the data she could from all the silos and migrated it.
Did you do ETL?
No, she did ELT.
Oh.
Now, the little red data hen needed more help. Who will help me govern, structure, and steward the data? Not I. You're in charge of data, not me. Not I. That sounds like an IT job. Not I. Just upgrade your software stack and that will take care of it. Oh, very well. I'll do it myself, said the little red data hen. And she went off and established a data governance skunk works. And because she lived on a farm, she used a real skunk.
Yeah.
Finally, the little red data hen thought she had everything ready to go. She had taken the data from the silos, she cataloged, governed, structured, and stewarded the data in a hybrid cloud data lake behind the barn.
She could use a data mesh.
You're right. Who will help me leverage all our trusted data? Asked the little red hen. I will. Now I have Customer 360. I will. Now all our numbers tie out. I will. Now we can reduce customer churn. Finally, the whole barnyard can have consistent KPIs. They all mooed and barked and oinked. The little red hen was so happy and excited. Unfortunately, it was too late. By that point, the legacy barnyard was disrupted by a data science-based farming startup that used predictive analytics to provide an innovative crop-as-a-service offering.
What's that?
They had to close down because they waited too long to fix their data.
Why?
They just couldn't get the stakeholder engagement. The finance puppy was given away. The sales cow, the marketing pig, and the little red data hen were all sold to a food service operation. Don't be like a bunch of silly barnyard animals. Managing data is the job of the whole farm. The end.
Something funny, but Papa, is data the new oil?
That is a different story.
So I'm going to let Scott Taylor talk here in just one quick second, but go back really quick to the PowerPoint presentation if you can. I just want to, I was kind of starstruck. I got a chance to sail aboard Eagle with Randy Bean, but then at the end, I got with a movie star, as you can see right here. Can you make that bigger, make it bigger. Okay, yeah, I just want to see me next to a movie star really big. Okay, look at that. This is Theo. This is Scott's grandson, and we got a chance to meet aboard the Eagle up in Maine after I sailed from New York to Maine with Randy Bean, where we were able to share some insights about data with the cadets. So I just wanted to show you all how cool I am, and this is that. And I'm going to pass this off to Scott Taylor, the Data Whisperer. Thank you, Scott, for joining us.
Oh, thank you, Brian. It's such a thrill to be here, and it's really exciting to see Theo's work. Yes, he's a star. He told me, he said, "Pop up, am I famous?" I said, "You're LinkedIn famous for what that's worth as a first grader," but he's happy to have that, his work. And I know he was so excited to join you on the Eagle as well. He lives not too far from Portland. So when we saw that schedule, we had, Brian and I had to make sure that we can make that connection happen. But more than anything, I'm just beyond excited and thrilled and truly honored that this little story that I told my grandson kind of for fun has just blossomed into this truly inspirational message, and certainly leading and helping folks like you in the Coast Guard work better with data and analytics, and reminding people of the importance of the foundation. And as you saw in that video, it ends kind of dark. It has that little switch at the end there where they get sold to a food service operation that always shocks the audience. But it's a reminder that, just as the Commandant said, you've got to build that foundation. You've got to support those standards. You've got to get that not so sexy stuff in place before you can really take advantage of all the advancements in data and analytics and AI and so on. So I want to thank you for just keeping the story alive and keeping it and adding and expanding to the meaning. I want to thank you for the work you do in data analytics. And I certainly want to thank you for the work and the service you provide to keep our shores safe and secure.
Awesome. Thank you, Scott Taylor. So I think now's the time that we announce the next Little Red Data Hen. So Cameron Cox, do you want to walk the data hen up and help to deliver it to its new home while I just say a couple of words. So Cameron, another kind of fun part of the story. Yep. There's the music, key to music. Another kind of fun part. Did you get a chance to sign it? Okay, all right. I want to make sure you get a chance to sign it, okay? Because part of the fun is to try to get that ball out of there and then sign it and then get it back in there, the little foam ball. Little fun part of the story. I actually flew this thing in my plane on another trip out to Chris Capule so that it could live on the Capule farm for a while with the Cloud people, and it actually stayed out there for until now because the Cloud people don't come and visit us very often. And I had sold my plane and I didn't get another one until this weekend. And so I didn't get a chance to go back out and grab the little red data hand until now. And so Cameron, the recipient, since, what was the date again? June? Okay. Yeah. Cameron is getting, 7 months of time away from the data hand, all in these 15 minutes that he has. Yeah. And you pet her. Yep. She's very sensitive. So, I can tell the red hand is happy to be with you, Cameron, but we're going to pass that along to someone else. And what I traditionally do is I say a few words before I announce this person's name. But this particular person has been instrumental in the office. And I just want you to know this was not an easy selection. There are multiple red hens on the horizon for this award. And so, but this one particular person has stood out as a true champion and leader in the office during a time when this person doesn't need to lead far beyond their particular job description. David came in, he hit the ground absolutely running. David, I call him my executive assistant. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but I do. But executive assistants that work for flag officers have significant influence, power, and ability to manage the office. And David does that for us. He acts like a high-level executive assistant for this office because I am a C-suite executive, and they don't typically have captains doing C-suite functions, but that is what we are doing. If you are going to be a data-driven, data-led organization, you had better have your chief data and artificial intelligence officer in the C-suite. And that is how we operate. And I need an EA. And David has filled that role. The next red hen recipient is our JPI contractor, Mr. David Meyer. The floor is all yours, sir.
Well, thank you. This was unexpected. If for no other reason than usually I get this info first. So no, I really appreciate it. Hopefully I've filled Jamie's very large shoes effectively. Really appreciate the recognition. Excited to continue to work with all of you. Hopefully I'm making everyone's lives just a little bit easier every day.
Yeah, you absolutely are. And so, so hey, Scott, I want to go up to Scott Taylor. What do you think about David? Do you think he's got what it takes to take care for the red hand for a little while?
I think it's in worthy hands here, worthy wings, passing from one red hen recipient to the other. David, congratulations. And I can understand your surprise that you didn't know it was going to happen since you run everything else. So way to go, rest of the team, keeping that part of the ceremony secure. But congratulations, and I'll let Theo know as well.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again, David. Yep.